Hello everybody and welcome, I'm Son of Mowgef. It's 2 Video Tuesday. I'm playing Thrive. Why am I playing Thrive again? Well, two reasons, two very good reasons. One, there's been an update, and two, it's now available on Steam, which is a huge step for the guys that make this game. I've said congratulations to them before, I'll say it again. Congratulations guys on your Steam release. I'm very happy to be able to say to people that it's available on Steam. It's really cool. One of the things that I do want to mention as well is the price. I was kind of shocked when I went to buy this on Steam. It came out on the 26th, I brought it on the 27th. It's £4. £4 British. That's about $5, I think, American. $5.50, I think, somewhere in that region. It's very, very, how can I put it, affordable. Yeah, it's interesting. I was expecting more. I was intending, because I had put money aside for these things, was to pay more like 10 quid. 10 English pounds, I should say. 10 quids. And yeah, it's only 4, which is an absolute bargain. It's not even on sale, that's just the regular price. I do hope the devs aren't selling themselves short with the price like that, but they know their game better than I do by a very wide margin. So with all that in mind, I'm not going to do a full playthrough. This is just a catch up. Let's see what's been changed, because there's stuff that's been changed. The patch notes are like pages long. They've put so much work into it. I'm super impressed. But I'm just going to concentrate on what we see different as a player. So I'm going to just start a new game here. You get this cool fade in and fade out of the area that you're in. I think that's a nice little touch. Not what you call a functional update, but it is a graphical one, and I think it works. So, you know, again, well done on that. I've kind of forgotten what I'm doing here. Let's have a look. Let's get some purpley stuff. One of the things you'll notice that's different, if you look in the top right-hand corner here, when you have compounds that are available, instead of just giving you a number, it actually tells you how much there is in relation. It gives you a point of reference, because I've got no frame of reference. I don't know what is considered a lot and what is considered a little. And now it actually tells you, look, if I select the glucose here, that's an abundance of glucose, where before it was just some numbers. Like, if it previously it would say, like, I don't know, 2,850 glucose, which kind of, as a player and a bit of a dummy, I might add, left me thinking, is that a lot of glucose? Is that not enough glucose? Like, how much does that mean? Well, now we know. There's an abundance of glucose right here. That's, again, a nice quality of life thing that actually adds something to it. It makes it a little bit more clear as to, you know, what's available and what isn't available. Me the likey. Let's go. Look, there's an abundance of glucose here. Awesome. So we've got that available. Let's go ahead and do our first evolution on the Steam version. You got a lot of statistics here. I'm not entirely convinced that's new. I don't think it is, in fact. The patch map is roughly the same as it was before. There's something about it that looks different, but I can't say specifically what it is if it is different, so it might not be different at all. I'm going to move to that patch for the, you know, the reasons. We come across and look in the editor. I still like this improvement from the previous patch, where you can see the grid on the cursor but not anywhere else. It just makes things a lot easier. So I think this is new. If I click this, it gives us a random species name. That's a nice little touch. I do and this is probably just me, I do wish there was a random evolution button. I've done randomly evolved organisms in the past, and it'd be nice if it was just like maybe a button there or there. You can like randomly choose a name. What is that? Karanis? Yeah, that thing. That kind of makes it. That could be a race of beings from Star Trek or something. I feel like got that something about it that's very sci-fi to me. I don't really know why, but yeah, it'd be nice if there was a second button there that just literally randomly adds an available part to an edge here. That would be awesome. Don't know if there's any plans for that. But anyway, we've got the membrane screen here, which is the same as it was. You can slide this up and down, and you can choose different membrane types, and they're all listed, so you can tell exactly what they do. What is new? If we go behavior, you can see, look, peaceful, aggressive, cautious. This is new, and this is awesome. Brave, fearful, sessile, active, responsive, focused. I like this, and I'm going to change it. Let's just do the extremes. Let's have a responsive, active. I won't put them all to one side or the other. Let's have that somewhere between brave and fearful. Let's have this opportunistic and somewhere in the middle. There we go. I don't know why I've said it like this. I've just picked them at random pretty much. But it's nice that you can control that now. That's really cool. I appreciate that change. Let's go ahead and just add some things. I'm just going to add a couple of these for now. Like I say, I'm not going to do a full playthrough. I just want to go over like the differences and whatnot. So let's have a look. There's an auto evo prediction here, which is interesting. There you go, look, it says Pangonian Sea Floor. It just fades out. It's not up there for too long, and it's not up there for not long enough. I hate it when games do that. They'll throw up a message and then just remove it, and you're like, what did that say? You can't, like, look away from the screen for a second or blink, because you'll miss important information. We'll, gobble some of this up. You can see, look, there's an abundance of an ammonia, phosphate, glucose. That's a nice little patch right there. Just going to orbit it for a while. I don't think I'm big enough to engulf this yet, but nope. That's a bit of a bummer, but never mind. Here we go. I've got enough to do an evolution. I kind of want to get some spare glucose, so let's go ahead and do that. I said I wasn't going to do a full playthrough, and here I am, just sat here playing this. It's just an enjoyable game. Let's go ahead and gobble up a little bit of extra glucose. Not really that much extra, just a little bit extra. Do another evolution. I'm going to go ahead and move to there. This is all useful information that I spent so long ignoring during my videos, but I've got used to clicking there and immediately looking over here just to have a look at the different values. It's actually an important screen with a lot of good information. I was just not interested in it at all for a long time. Much to my detriment. Let's have a look here. I've got quite a bit of ATP. Can I get a nucleus already? I feel like that's jumping the gun quite significantly. Nope. You notice these values. This is the for those of you that don't know, this is your ATP production, and it needs to be higher than this bar needs to be higher than that bar. That's kind of what you need to know. As a player, that's what the important thing is. This is keeping you alive. This is... I don't want to say this is killing you, but this is... It's hard to describe. But you need to keep this one higher than that one. That's what I should say, and shut up. But because I'm excitable and an idiot, I didn't do that. I'm just going to get a couple more of these then. I'm just going to do that. Again, I've made a space invader for some reason. I don't... All my organisms turn out that way. Not even sure why. Let's have a look here. I had a lot of Space Invaders when I was a kid, so maybe it's just in my brain in the back there. Subliminally, because that was a word that I just used, it affecting my decisions. Just jump in here. Lots of glucose for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's an abundance over here, so let's grab some of this. Can I absorb things yet? I keep saying absorb when I mean engulf, and technically it's the same thing, it's just a less accurate word. Apparently I can do that now. Go ahead and gobble that up. Let's get some spare phosphates in some here. Look at how fast the other me's are. Hey guys! Good to have you here. They're just darting around gobbling stuff up, look. Hey, could you not do that, please? Thank you. There we go. Oh, that looks very purple. According to the information, there's an abundance of phosphate here, and it would appear that there is as well. I'm going to engulf that. There we go. A little bit more. Just need a little bit more. Actually need quite a lot more, but... I can actually tell now that in this cloud there's really not that much phosphate left. Probably because I ate it all. Let's come up here and get some of this. Oh my god, look at this cloud of goodies. Yum, 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 yum. Grab some more glucose. Apparently there's a fair amount, and there's some at the same time somehow. Not sure how that works, but it's going to change because, like I say, I'm absorbing it. Let's do another evolution and another move. Awesome. So I'm starting to get up to the patches that are light. I might get one of the photosynthesis, one of these cycloids. Although I don't think I've put that in a weird place, haven't I? I'm not sure why I did that. I'm gonna get one of these and maybe just skip straight to the chloroplasts. Get some mitochondrion. Let's try that. Like I say, I'm not worrying about it too much. It does seem to perform better. I remember in the previous versions it could get a little how should I put it, frame ratey, but it does appear to be better performing, which is also very nice. I don't know if this is a recent change either, but the cell itself seems to be more fluid. Like, it reacts when you move. It's like the microscopic version of boob physics. It has a little jiggle when you move. It's a weird comparison. Oh dear, I'm a little hyper today. You might have noticed. But and it does, the behaviour of your cell does, well, the cell membrane, I should say, does change along with the, you know, how you evolve your organism. So that's pretty cool as well. Again, it might be an older update that made them seem a little bit more fluid and I just didn't notice. I am Captain Oblivious after all. But I kind of just now noticing it. There we go. I've got enough for an evolution again already. Isn't that awesome? Let's just gobble up some more of this. Just by hovering the cursor, I can tell how much of each resource is there. It's so much better than it was. Like, I probably should have known from the numbers that were previously displayed, you know, if that counted as an abundance, but, you know, as a dullard, it's kind of hard to tell. This is so much better. Here we go. Oh, there's a spare organelle just hanging out for me to eat. Right, I get to do another evolution. Go me. I'm going to pop up to that patch where the light is. I'm definitely going to do the thing with the chloroplast. It seems like the easiest way to have an organism get to the point where they thrive, which is the whole point of the entire game, is to thrive. And it seems like this is the easiest way to do it, is to go for the, what they're called, thycoloids and the chloroplasts, which is understandable. I mean, it's not, you know, it's pretty well known that the sun is an abundant source of energy. And when I clicked the wrong button. When you're at the surface where there's more light, you're going to be able to utilize that energy source. I did a little bit of a dumb here. I don't have all that much in the way of glucose. There's a bunch of stuff there, and I need to get there before the other me does. Mine, you can't have it. No! No! I'm going to starve to death. There we go. I'm going to pretend that I shared it. I didn't. I just didn't get as much of it as I wanted. I'm already full on ammonia. That's wicked. I only need a little bit more phosphate. Some glucose there. Ooh, there's some phosphate up there. Let's grab a little bit of this glucose then. Oh, there's actually an abundance of glucose. I feel a little bit bad. The other me is dying. There's glucose over there, dude. Go get some. No, you're not gonna do that. Okay, that's fine. You carry on dying then. I'm gonna gobble up this phosphate and probably your body parts when I come back. Just go over here. I'm gonna do this next evolution. I'm already there. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab a couple of these. Ooh, look. Again, it's still very spaceship-like, isn't it? Like I've added thrusters to the back here or something. It's fine. I don't have any flagella yet. Flagellum? Whatever the plural is. Whatever the word is, I never could say it all that well. At least I know there's resources here for me to grab. Since we didn't change patches, I don't have to worry about wandering off and looking for them myself. My glucose is going down when I move. If I stop, you can see it here, look. It starts to build up again. I'm gobbling up the sun's energy. And it's got the added benefit is when I'm swimming through a pool of glucose, it actually goes up and stores it, as opposed to just immediately using what you're collecting to move through what you're collecting. Does that make sense? I feel like that doesn't make sense. Yeah. It gives me the opportunity to store it rather than constantly use it. That's what I should have said. A bunch of body parts up there. I feel like that might be one of the other me's that didn't make it. Rip. Come on. Come on. Yum, 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 yum. I was about to say I'll leave the rest for when I come back from my evolution. That didn't work, did it? Just one little bitty there. I'm not even sure what that is. I think that's a piece of mitochondrion, isn't it? Sort of looks like one of these things that I have. Let's do an evolution. What have we got going on in these other patches? There is some iron there. I could move to there and get a few rusty cyanins, I think they're called. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. These things. Constantly pronouncing things in this game wrong. But you know, it's me. I'm going to do that. Let's go ahead and get a couple of these. I can only get one at a time, which is a little bit annoying. Maybe just adjust this to 50 so I can keep my creature, like, symmetrical. Although I could put one there and then add 2 over there for the extra speedness. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Might have to get a couple of more mitochondrians so I can move here without worrying about it too much, but ooh, look at this guy, look. He looks so massive when you zoom in like that. Super slow. Although, you know, no, other me, no, it's mine. You can't have it. Alright, you can have some of it. Again, I'm going to pretend that I shared that. No, you know, I didn't. Well, that was actually kind of conveniently placed as well. I'm not seeing any other resources here. That is a little bit worrying, but I can, you know, get my own resources now. If I just stay still, look. This is actually climbing really quickly. And my organism is kind of self-sufficient. I understand that at some point in the future the devs are going to add day and night cycles. That's going to be a bloody nightmare for the organisms that I like to make. Like I say, with the chloroplasts and whatnot. Oh, apparently there's some glucose here. Huh. This is an awkward area where you can't really see the resources all that much. Again, I don't know if there's plans from the devs to do something about that. I do vaguely remember reading a paper a while ago about precursors to modern eyes and, you know, how they evolved through time, and they apparently started off as just like a patch of skin that was slightly sensitive to light. And it makes me wonder if maybe the devs could add something like that, but for the different compounds, like a detector, so to speak. That, I mean, that's not really the right way of phrasing that, but just so if you have it, it makes the patches of compounds just a little bit more visible, because you can see, like, especially when you're zoomed out, you wouldn't know there was a patch of nutrients there without hovering the cursor over it. At least I wouldn't. I'm not colorblind or anything, I'm just stupid, but it's really hard to see. I'm just going to go ahead and do another evolution here. I don't think I want to move particularly. There's more glucose there, but there's less iron. I'm not using iron right now, but yeah, I think I'm going to stay here. Now, let's have a look. I think I'm just going to get a couple of more mitochondrion for now. Where am I going to put it? Every time I add something, it makes it look like a slightly different spaceship. And then I can get 2 more flagella here. Flagellum, sorry. So, largely it's the same experience. It's just smoother, it's easier to understand, it's more accessible by being on Steam, so yeah, you might be able to tell I'm very happy. Ooh, look, they found some body parts here. I don't know if that's one of the other me's or not, but it gives me the resources I need. Yay! Spin of joy! Let's have a look to see what I'm actually doing here. I was starting to get low on glucose. Might actually just get a couple more chloroplasts here. Like, how am I going to fit these on here, though? The front wings to the spaceship? Oh, look, if I do that... Hang on. Oh, wait. There we go. Slightly less spaceship looking. Let's go ahead and get some more here. You see, look, the difference is massive. My glucose is going up even when I move now, which is kind of awesome. So nice to have an organism that actually works. My last few that I made in previous versions of this were, how can I put it, less than successful. I think that might be the kind way of putting it. Oh, look! Look at these guys. These are new. I've not seen any other species roaming around before. That's cool. I'm sure if I was fast enough I could go over there and eat that thing, but that's probably not going to happen. I've got this giant brick of an organism. Wicked. So I just need a little bit more. A little bit more in the way of resources here. Go for a swim up there. There's another me that seems to be having a bit of an issue deciding what to do. Captain Indecision, like the single-celled organism version. I want to eat that guy. No, oh, he's too fast. God damn it. So when are you going to add turbo to these organisms, devs? Yeah, I know that's not a thing in real life where you can just hit the NOS, but, you know, on a living being, but I want it, so add it. You have your commands. Don't know why anyone would pay attention to me, especially a game dev. Like, if anyone took my suggestions seriously in terms of game development, it'd be an absolute disaster, I'm sure of it. I'll just get some random idea in my head and decide that that's what the game needs. There we go. Also, I just lost the game, by the way. Actually, I do need to stop there. I do apologise for leaving it in a weird place. I've been playing a long time, and I just really wanted to cover, you know, what it's like since the update, and cover the Steam release, and give the devs a nice big double thumbs up, which I'm doing right now that no one can see. So, yeah, thanks everyone for joining me. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. I'll put a link to Thrive's Steam store page in the description, if I remember. If I'm good, I'll remember. I'll also maybe put a link to the patch notes there so people can read for themselves the difference between, was it 5.5 and 5.6? Because there's a lot of differences. Lots of hard work gone into it. Unbelievably so. Yeah, I'm son of Mowgef. This is Thrive. I only said Thrive with 2 Fs. It's 2 Video Tuesday, so I'll be back later in the day with colony survival. It might be a little bit late in the day because I've got a bunch of stuff that I need to do between now and when I start recording that. So, yeah, you're all my awesome people. I'll see you soon.